All right, all praise to the Most High Yahweh, and to His Son, my brother, Amashiach, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to my brothers and sisters from the Israelite tribes. All right, in this video, we're going to get into DNA information dealing with people that are involved in the Israel-Lebanon war. So, with that being said, let's get into this information. So once again, we are on this EUpedia page with the historically famous Y chromosome of various groupings of people or male lineages. And when we get into this topic and discussion about Israel, like I said before, Israel is dealing with people that relocated to the region that's dealing with J on both sides. Literally J for the white DNA and J for the mtDNA. And then you have the Israeli grouping of people dealing with the J group, and you have the people in Gaza dealing with the J group. You have people in Saudi Arabia dealing with the J group. So the issue is, what are the people in Lebanon dealing with? Who are they? And the question is, are they going to be dealing with pretty much similar groupings of people in Israel as well in Saudi Arabia, or are they going to be dealing with what we saw with Yemen, Japhetic groups and Edomite groups? So with that being said, let's get into this information. So immediately I came to this page. As you can see, I landed on L, and right below L is N. So these are white people. They go O, Asian Japhetic people. Now I'm scrolling back up. They go L. And I think this is J group. Yeah, J2. So these are the J groups. So I'm gonna scroll up. Here go the royal family grouping of information dealing with the Bai family, royal family. The House of Saud dealing with the Saudi Arabian family. These are the J groups. And as you can see, Dustin Hoffman. There you go. So this is what I'm explaining, trying to let y'all understand that these are dealing with the same people, the Heshemites. As you can see, the region. And that's about it. They go Elvis, I group. So now we're gonna get into this information. Do I have everything? Okay. So the new article first. So this is a most recent article from 2020. And this is dealing with certain groupings of people. And a heads up with Lebanon, they do their demographic work with that national status and then religious status below. So for them to give this group of people a ethnic title, um, you could tell that they are a part of the foundation of not just Lebanon, but possibly in the region. But nevertheless, these are just all relocated groups of people. So here go that marker is a L1B. So this is dealing with another Japhetic group people, and this is dealing with a Japhetic group that's isolated in northern Lebanon. So you have the mountainous region, and so what they do, they just pair the information with whatever isolated population that they think they found. They pair it with a urban region. And like I said before, here you go. They always trying to add this Caucasian mountain. You know, if only they just say Caucasian mountain instead of Caucasus region, because then you are able to, you know, easily make that region touch into a part of the Middle East to where it's not even close, but it's touching it. And then all of a sudden, all these people are no longer Caucasian people. These are Middle Eastern people. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. So you have these relocated people living in similar arrangements, a mountainous region. So let's see about these people real quick. Here we go. Go to Wikipedia. The Maronites. As you can see, you know, they have religious ties set in. Don't want to even click that. Don't want to end up in the rabbit hole. But let's look at this real quick. So these are basically your Ottoman Turks, basically. That's what we are looking at. They go Tyre and Sidon. These are Hamitic. These used to be Hamitic cities or territories right there. Okay, and we are done with that. And these people are scattered, as you can see. That's a lot of people from their region in the Americas. And so it get even crazier with the demographics. So this is how they're gonna be laying out this these groups of people with their DNA almost just as bad as the Dominican Republic demographic. You know, so you or just using the national status, and you're using a um, religious group to identify people groupings. Um, just as bad as African Americans, when you start to ask them about their identity, most of the time they either say African American or a religion, like 5% Seven-Day Adventist, um, Muslim, 5%er, um, Pan Africanism or Pan African, so on. Christian, a lot of that nonsense versus your ethnic group. So let's continue to scroll down. And goes into the obvious um, all right, that's about it with that. So we go back to this one. I think this is the one. Is this the one? No, this is not the one. I'm sorry, that's the next article. So we're back here. Yeah, this is the L1B. So we focus on this isolated group. And this L group is a tiny group. This is from 2011. Okay, back. As you can see, they have like bigger sample pulls that they are doing from the region, because remember, these are relocated people. These are pretty much the very much similar groupings of people from Europe and Asia, Japhetic groups. You have Ukraine being the original Jewish state, and then you have um, the relocation process. So you have those people going into Germany, Russia, France, uh, Great Britain, and then the Western powers or alliances gifted them with a new Jewish state, and that would be Israel. So you have them with this secondary Jewish state, as well as Ukraine. So you have Ukraine and Israel, and now you have an annex. The annex would be Lebanon. So you have Ukraine, Israel, and Lebanon that you get access. I'll look at this table real quick. And that's about it. As you can see, this L group is a small pocket. So now we understand that little isolation thing. So yeah, my rant about this is it's definitely gonna lead to um, a civil war, because this is what all these wars are uh, forecast as. The Ukraine one, the one in Israel, and if China decides to invade Taiwan, and which they don't have to do, um, all those would be civil wars, as well as the one that's possibly will happen in the United States, civil wars. And Ukraine and Israel, again, on both sides, you have the same people, and you have outside enemy pockets that are trying to get their payback on this um, marked groupings of people that are dealing with Japhetic stock that's taking over um, various countries with the status of being Jewish. You have Edom involved in Yemen, as well as in Lebanon, with pockets of people. So this is getting more interesting. So and it's very common because the other thing is um, you have all these alliances and all these lineages of people that was planted in various territories throughout Europe on purpose to cover uh, this Judaism identity for a certain group of people, and to cover the house of Edom for another group of people. So I like how they do the math, the little equation. All right, almost done with this page. I like how they do this. I gotta look this up. not the equation, but this reference point of bat wing. I'll come back to it. And okay, here we go. Let's see, network analysis strongly suggests a common root for all the major expansion of L1b to be from the Caucasus. Backwing analysis suggests that the times of common ancestors between Greek, Turkish versus um, Levantines. Okay, and that's about it with this. Now we go over here, and this one is like a bigger group, but older. And I'm gonna scroll down the page real quick because I want to show you something. Okay. Pretty much similar, same thing. A lot of these projects are grouped together, old, new, updated, uh, different math now. But yeah, that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you this. Get in there, we get in there. So here we go. This is more regional / Lebanon information. And that's about it. So I'm gonna try to find this information broken down into like a little chart. Maybe I go here. No, wrong one. My bad. Bear with me real quick. And as you can see, the history points. So we know these are heavily connected, related groups of people. Um, okay, I'm gonna just go right here. I want to see this. And I forgot how I got here. There we go. Now we're cooking with gasoline. So here we go. This is the sample size. And here go the demographic groups. Again, with the national status along with the religious status. And here go the various haplogroups. So we have the usual suspects with the J groups. So as you can see, different types of J groups. And we saw the EUpedia layout with the J groups. So this is what you're dealing with within that region. Saudi Arabia, Syria, Yemen, Israel, so on. Jordan. You got these big representation of circles representing, various results. And yes, there's a pocket of E3A as your Israelite group, and there they go. And not a surprise or a shocker, they are under Lebanon Muslims. And then you have this big group of Edom. So E3B down to E3B/5. And that's about it. The major pockets are between the House of Edom and the J group of Japhet. But the other isolated group, here go their little thing, L and L1, and that's about it. That's them. Remember, this is from 2008 versus the 2020. And then the representation for Ham is non-existing, and that would be the from A to B, B2. And remember, you have Tari and Sidon within the country region. You have some type of Moabite ancestry represented, but the little dot right there. And that's about it. Was there anything else that I needed to talk about? I think that's about it. Bear with me one moment. Okay, so this is the other thing. So this head fake right here. Again, this is dealing with Edom. E1B and they are, constantly always trying to abbreviate and or mislead, and they could have just done E3B basically, or EV something, but instead they do E1B, leaving or leading people to think about the beginning markers of the E group. And I was like, a lot of people gonna see that and they're gonna think about, you know, a predecessor versus the E1B1B marker. So that's something that you have to be mindful of. This information, they always play around with the abbreviation all the time. And with that being said, um, I'm not gonna rant any much longer. I'm gonna just say all praise to the Most High Yahweh and to His Son, my brother, Amashiach, Yahushai. Peace and blessings to my brothers and sisters once again. Thank y'all for the views. Thank y'all for the comments. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section according to the community guidelines. I shall reply back to it with a comment or a video. With that being said, thank y'all and peace.